Hi guys, my name is Katie. I am the lead clinical research coordinator here at Yuma Clinical Trials, and today we're going to be doing a Yuma Clinical Trials tour. Hi, welcome to Yuma Clinical Trials. This is where we do all of our studies here in Yuma. We wanted to start off with the parking lot to show we had multiple spaces for any participants that wanted to come in, or monitors that come in, or sponsors wanted to come see the site. We have plenty of spaces for you to park. All right, so right when you walk in, this is our welcome area. We've got a list of directories so you can easily find where Yuma Clinical Trials is. We have easy access to the second floor because that is where we are located. You can use the elevator, or if you don't want to use the elevator, you can use the stairs right to your right-hand side. Alrighty, so right when you get to the second floor, we have another waiting area right here. One of our rooms that we use, but we will not meet you in this room. We're gonna meet you in another room. So you're gonna press this little button right here. It's gonna ding a little doorbell sound in our main office, and we'll come right out here and come get you. Right when you walk in, you'll see this desk full of all the other businesses. You can take a look. We have all of our studies right here, along with all the other business cards for all the other businesses that are in the building. And then if you look directly forward after you come out of the elevator, you have another directory that tells you which way to go in the building. This is our lounge area. We do share it with all the other businesses in the building, but it's usually pretty nice and quiet. So if we ever have monitors come on site, or our site will even come in here to eat lunch, and it's pretty nice and peaceful. You got all the amenities that you might need. This is our reception area. We don't really use it all that frequently because we do have that doorbell that we use, but sometimes when we're waiting for patients, we'll come up here so they can see us directly from this window when they come up the elevator. So right in front of the main reception area, we do have bathrooms. Each bathroom is equipped with a shower, so if you really needed to, you could take a shower, but they're also here for anyone and everyone to use. So if you ever need a break during a visit, you can come and use the bathroom. So this is one of our exam rooms that we use. Pretty much just got the basics of what we would need for a study. We do a phlebotomy, ECGs, we'll get your height and weight, and especially your vitals in here. We also have a little processing area for blood work where we process all the blood work ourselves and then send it out to whatever laboratory that needs to go to. This is our IP room where we hold all the IP for any of the studies that we have. We have multiple fridges for each of the studies if the IP needs to be refrigerated. We also have many drawers that are locked for any ambient IP. Along with that, our door to get into the IP room is also locked, so everything is double locked, everything is individualized, and we're always getting more stuff. Okay, so this next room is connected to the IP room. It's just divided by a wall that we put in, and this is really for the boss or any monitors that we have. It's just an extra space for them to use, and it is controlled by its own unit, so we can set the temperature to whatever we need for IP or for the monitor, and it stays that way the entire year. This is one of our new offices that we just got as well, since we're expanding so much. This is another monitor room where we can have multiple different monitors at the same time if we needed. Again, it has some pretty basic stuff if you wanted coffee, or we have a scanner and a printer machine. Eventually this is going to be turned into another exam room, so we're going to put another divider wall in here so we can see more and more patients for different studies. But as of right now, it's just a monitor room. Alrighty, so this is our main hub that we all work out of pretty much all day, every day. We got the snack bar with coffee. It's always filled with snacks thanks to Dan and his beautiful wife. And then over here we do have a seating area just for any type of use you wanted with our calendar of events. In this room we do have a lot of supplies. Right here is our sink and our eye wash station in case we ever need it for anything, and subjects can use it too in case of emergencies. We also have storage for one of our studies right here, and all along this room we have storage for multiple different studies as well. So in this area, again, it's just an ample amount of space for each study. Each of these drawers is for a different study, along with our emergency kit right here in case we need it, along with our printer, paper, any extra supplies that we might need to complete each visit. So in this corner, we do have a couple extra desks depending on how many people are working that day, because we do have a big table that we all use together, but sometimes we need our space. Here we do have more space for anything and everything we might need for a study. Pretty much just extra knick-knack things like batteries or envelopes, or even just to hold the boxes for all the supplies that we get from the studies.
So this is Up to Par, which is our internal medicine clinic. This is actually where Yuma Clinical Trials got started. Our PI here is Dr. Smith. He's a board certified internal medicine physician. Ample parking here, monitoring space in here. Let's go inside and take a tour. This is the reception area. So when patients come in, we have Donna or Natalie come here, push this bell, and then it lets us know to come down. So when patients come in after they push that bell, we greet them here for the internal medicine studies. All the equipment here is calibrated. So we got weighing scales, blood pressure cuffs, all the equipment you can think of in this office has been calibrated on a yearly basis for research. Here we have a series of exam rooms. Here we have some provider rooms. This is one of the MA stations here. This is Dr. Joe's office. This used to be our office. We started research in this space. Now it's Dr. Joe. You guys may know who Dr. Joe is. He's one of our investigators as well. We're gonna walk over there and see more of the office space with more exam rooms and medical assistant offices. This is the MA station. A lot of them have been very helpful to us over the years. And then if you keep walking over here, there's more exam rooms and Dr. Smith's office. And what we really like about this clinic is that Dr. Smith, who's our internal medicine PI, is here. And this is his office where you can find him to get lab results signed or ask questions or things like that. And so in the research at this clinic, which is again the internal medicine, we used to have office here, but now we have a bigger space upstairs. And over here we have centrifuges, again all calibrated, phlebotomy station, and then our little research place upstairs. So this is the upstairs. Again, for sometimes it's more convenient for the monitors to monitor here, or you could monitor at the other clinic that we showed you. And we have a little conference table here. We've got, again, more centrifuges, more locked refrigerators. We also have a double locked IP room in this clinic for this PI, just like we did at our other clinic for some of our other studies. And this is kind of where the coordinators hang out and do coordinating stuff. This is Jaime Valles. He's our nurse practitioner, and maybe just tell a little bit about how you got started.
I got a phone call from my sister that Dan's wife and Dan wanted to talk to me about research. So I was like, okay, sure, let's see. Because I didn't know much about that at that time. So we talked and we started Yuma Clinical Trials like almost 3 years ago, and slowly working and getting things done. And here we are.
As an MP, you've been subspecialty in everything now.
As of right now, it's almost.
What are your backgrounds?
Psych, pulmonology, internal med, dermatology, so far. So, and then hopefully soon a cardiology study. So, yeah, we're doing pretty good. We're growing and getting more studies. I would say probably the last year or so, that's when we started getting more busy than where we've been. Things are going pretty good, and things the good things, we have good PIs and start coming.
So this is our dermatology private practice, and it's Yuma's biggest derm clinic. When we needed a dermatologist sub-I, you just saw across the street Up to Par with Dr. Smith. He referred us to his colleague, Dr. Ronald Harris, who you're about to see a quick snippet of him. This is Yuma's biggest dermatology center, and we do all kinds of studies here: atopic dermatitis, rosacea, psoriasis, and there's been a lot of innovation in derm, and it's been something that Yuma's actually desperately needed. So look forward to hearing from Dr. Harris, and we're happy to do studies with you guys. So this is our psychiatry and neurology private practice. Again, Yuma's biggest psych and neuro private practice. This is with Dr. Aluri, who you're gonna see right now.
You know, patient confidentiality regarding records and things and we have to be careful how we look into
For
those
adding,
things.
for recruitment, yeah.
So if we put in the lobby, and we would rather ask the patient to ask for it. That there's a
Then it's
I wanna
voluntary.
know- yes. Then they'll give permission to see if we can qualify for it. So
Yeah.
rather than us going and looking into their records, if the initiative comes from them, then the participation also will be good.
That was the genius idea that Dr. Leary gave us last week, and I never actually thought. I know.
Because what happens is if we put in there, they see it, or they'll ask the family of members who are going through it. They'll do it. Put a poster, they'll walk.
Then it'll be Lana's phone number, and everyone's gonna be on it 1 minute.
They look at a poster and things that, we have all the studies that we
Yeah,
put in every
yeah.
room. Hardly anyone asks. They look at it and they're saying,
Yeah,
so
that's true.
But if you hear those things,
Yeah.
they'll come and ask, hey, my brother is going through this. Can he go into that?
And half of it should be in Spanish. Gracia and you
Yeah.
and Luis in Spanish, me, Lana, Katie, English. Brilliant idea. Thank you, Dr.
Yeah,
Leary.
very good.
So we have experienced raters, PhDs, nurse practitioners doing the psychometric rating scales, and we have our own MRI facility here. And we could use this MRI facility for all of our therapeutic indications, not just psychiatry, because all of our PIs are colleagues with each other. We don't actually do study procedures in here other than MRIs. We do them all at our bigger clinic that you saw earlier. So this is Yuma's largest pulmonary and sleep center, private practice, Dr. Shaw. You're gonna hear from him right now. What's cool about this place, besides doing respiratory studies, which we've been very busy with, and we've got all the equipment here as well as in our first office that you saw, he's got a full-on sleep center with suites, so we can do inpatient studies here, not just sleep trials, but inpatient overnight capabilities. We'll show you right now.
Hi, this is Dr. Shah. I'm a practicing pulmonologist and sleep specialist in Yuma, Arizona since last 42 years. We have a accredited sleep center, and we have one physician assistant since 8 to 10 years, and nurse practitioner, both Spanish speaking, and we take great care of our patients.
So our latest PI that we partnered with is a cardiologist with Red Sea, and this is Yuma's largest cardiology private practice. Again, a colleague of our initial PI, the internal medicine, Dr. Smith, and Dr. Joe Elid, who you've also heard from before. This is a cardiologist, so he does have hospital privileges. We do not do cardio studies in the hospital, unfortunately, just outpatient cardio studies, but AFib, cardiovascular disease, chronic heart, CHF. So the traditional outpatient cardiovascular studies is what we do here. Again, huge private practice, very diverse, very knowledgeable PI, Dr. Faceja.
I chose cardiology because to start with, getting into medicine, you have to like helping people and to solve some problems, however little they might be. And I saw the opportunity in cardiology, in my opinion, has a lot of those options, a lot of those possibilities for you to help people in dire circumstances, like having people with acute heart attack between life and death and making a difference in their life. That really impressed me, and so that's why I chose cardiology.